What's up? How you doing? About a week ago, I get a call from my uncle, and he says, your aunt and I are planning on visiting your town. You gonna be around? I go, I'll be around. When you planning on visiting? Says Saturday. I say, Saturday when? Says 3 o'clock. I go, Saturday 3 o'clock, I'm not around. But you can show up at my place. I'll give you the code. See, over here we don't have keys. We have digits. You punch in 6 digits and the door opens up for you. I go, you can come inside, and eventually a few hours later I'll show up. Okay? So he says fine. I give him my address and all that. And that Friday I decide, you know what, I think I'll make a cake for these people when they show up. You know, something they can snack on so they're not hungry. So I went down to the grocery store and I bought cake mix made by Betty Crockett. Or is it Betty Crocker? It's one of the two, I know. Anyway, so then I'm thinking, what about if I add something, you know, make it a little bit more unique, or a little unique, so that it's not the same old stuff, you know. So thinking, what can I do? How to make it fresh? How to make this thing fresher? And I go, what about if I add a little food preservative in there? So I look around and I find butylated hydroxytoluene, or toluene, and I buy it. I read the directions on it, but you know, a lot of these food things, they always underestimate how much you actually need. And it said put a quarter of a teaspoon in the size that would be the size of the cake mix. I said a quarter. Doesn't sound like much. So I put 8 tablespoons. I go, a little is good, a lot has to be better. Keep it fresher, you know, a longer period of time. Who knows? Maybe they'd be there at 4 o'clock. Anyway. So I make the cake, smells normal. You know, I don't taste it. I don't want it to look all cut up like rats ate it or something, you know, might gross them out. So I put it up on the table inside with a note. If you're hungry, have some cake. Anyway, so Saturday comes, 3 o'clock comes, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I'm home now. I punch in the thing. I open up the door. And I come inside and my aunt and uncle are acting weird, strange, like they're under the influence of something. Not alcohol, something. They're just acting strange. They're looking at things that aren't there. They're talking like, you know, 2 things that don't respond back, like to the wall. It's kind of weird. I go, what's going on in here? And they're like, I don't know, we feel funny, Did you leave the gas on the stove? You know, I go, no, I didn't, the gas is off. I go, why, what's the matter? They go, we feel weird. I go, you're acting weird. So I was starting to think, did that food preservative have some kind of quality to it that makes you lit? I get on the internet and I look it up, and apparently it says if you take it in high doses, or high enough doses, it has a mind-altering effect. I didn't know that then. I know it now, but I didn't know it then when I actually added it into the mix. So I kind of the next day told him what had happened. I go, I was just trying to make the cake fresh and keep it fresh. I didn't want you to have any cake that was stale tasting. So he says, oh, don't worry about it. It was fun. And we enjoyed ourselves, and that was pretty good cake. I go, okay. So that's what happened, and I guess it turned out okay because neither one of them were pissed off. So anyway, things happen.